coming over to talk to us. Good to meet you, Kelly. Hi, Ruben. Look, first game in charge of Manchester United. You've had a couple of weeks to work with some of the players that haven't been on international duty. So what did you learn about them over that 90 minutes?
It's a tough league, but what you learn in the first moment, a good environment. I think my players were thinking too much during the game. You can feel it. They were thinking not just in the ball, but where are supposed to be, and that is hard with 2 days, because all the team together just 2 days. We need more. I think in the first half the physicality, because they leave us one against one in front, so we have to use that moment to feel the opponent. But it's a tough match. I think we lost some balls without pressure. And when you start a game like this, you score one goal, and then you have to control the ball. You have to control the tempos of the game. We cannot do it at the moment, but they tried. They really tried. I know this is for some guys it's hard to understand this, but they are really trying, and they want this.
When you talk about the players maybe thinking too much, is that because they're thinking about what you want from them, what you've asked them to do, and the differences from what they're used to doing?
That's the reason. That's really that reason. But we have to understand you don't need to coach them, because at this level you have to keep the ball, know the momentum of to put the ball in front, and you sometimes you feel that you can't keep the ball and you put the ball in front. Then you have like we are in the end of the game, we are rounding the box with 2 strikers. With Josh has to understand that he has to go to the box to have the crosses. So we are doing some things that not in the right moment. So that is something that we have to address. Sometimes it's not the every people talk about the 3-4-3. That is not the concern. The system is a system, but the understanding of the game, I think we have to improve a lot in this area.
You speak about the system, and obviously it's been the talk of the town since you arrived with this system. But what have you seen from the players in this last week of training which has impressed you the most, and what do you want to take forward from today's game?
The most important thing, again, it's hard to understand, but they want this. Sometimes they don't know how to get it. That was my feeling. You can say that these 3 trainings, if they are not excited at the moment, so we have a big problem. Then you start discovering things. I didn't know. I think Garna can hold the ball between lines. You can understand that by seeing the games, because he's always open. So you try to find these things. Bruno Fernandes, I think he improved his game by playing near the ball, feeling the ball, so he can give us like sometimes the long pass. But you cannot put him there all the time, because he wants the long pass all the time. So we try to find things about the players, and we will need a lot of time to work out these things.
Ed Sheeran's come to join us. Ed, look, we're just chatting to Ruben Amorim, who may not want to talk to an Ipswich fan. It was, but from an Ipswich point of view, it was almost perfect. So
I love being back in the Premier League.
Yeah. Oh, we're really glad to hear from you.
Hello in a minute. We'll have a chat together.
See you again in a second. Thank you very much, Ed. Look,
Ruben,
it's unpredictable when we're pitchside, but
so your team today ran 102 kilometres. It's the second lowest this season for your team, for Manchester United. But I know when I saw sport in and that your stats and your high intensity running was through the roof. Absolutely one of the best in Europe. Is that something that has to change for you to compete?
Yeah, if you see the first half, we were a little bit afraid. The number 5 was always alone, and we have to jump on him. And then the number 20, Hutchison, was always here in the dead space. Johnny Evans should be pressing that guy. But then when we don't have training, and it's hard to say all the directions to the players. We had 2 days, so they are confused a little bit, and they stay here. If you stay here, you don't run. You don't defend. You defend, but you don't run. So you feel that in data. But we have to understand the data, to see the data, understand what happened in the game. First, they have to understand the game, running all these things, but we need time to work these things.
Ruben, one of the things that you're going to learn as Manchester United manager is the number of media commitments that you have after a game. So we're going to let you go. So thank you very much for coming over to talk
I want to say this is the last time it was 1 week, and only 1 week I spoke with Andrew. I just want to work with my players, nothing more. But I understand this is a different game here, so that's it.
Thanks for coming out to
Thank
talk
you.
to us. Thank you, Ruben.